We have another 5 questions in 5 minutes today. I'm joined by Layla Fear. Hi, Layla.
Hi, Gethin.
Okay, so let's get into it. World Mental Health Awareness Day. Why do we still need this day? Do we still need it?
I think absolutely. It's continuing to promote awareness of mental health, of mental ill health. And what it does as well is highlight what you can do to support, how you can help. So it's not just that awareness aspect. I think it's that, directing people towards help. And the theme for this year, so as you mentioned, it's on Saturday, 10th of October, it is every year. The theme for this year is mental health for all, greater investment, greater access. I think we need to be, lobbying from the top down, governmental organisations, public bodies, educational sectors. And we need to be, putting these things into action, tangibly helping people.
And so, in your opinion, what are the key differences between mental health and mental well-being?
A really good question. I very much believe, mental health is a really interesting term because a lot of people, you say mental health and people kind of think, is that mental health? Is that mental ill health? Often referred to under mental ill health, or at least people think of that. But you think of physical health, generally you think of physical good health as opposed to physical ill health. So I think the mental health is very much around good mental health, or is there a mental health concern? Now, turning to mental well-being, I think that is very much linked to personal well-being. And what I mean by that is those kind of lifestyle choices we have on a day-to-day basis.
You spend a lot of time with employers talking about what they're doing to support the mental health of their employees. Can you give us an example of something you've seen that sticks out, that is a really good thing that an employer has been doing?
Absolutely. And I come from a training company. We train in mental, emotional, financial health. So I do think early intervention training is really good. Deloitte's commissioned a report in 2017, updated it in 2019, and looked at the return on investment for companies investing in this kind of training. And the return on investment was around, and this is a conservative estimate, was around 4.21. So for every £1 you spend on mental health training, you tend to save £4 in the longer term on things like absenteeism, presenteeism. So presenteeism, not being well enough to be in work, but being there, and lower productivity. And also leavism, not being able to switch off, which leads to burnout. So I think, training is great. Other good things I've seen, Free Mobile, they do a Wellbeing Wednesday where they do all kind of everything well-being on a Wednesday for their employees. But I do think getting training in there and knowing what to do as well is really helpful.
While there's been undeniable progress around the understanding of things like anxiety and depression, some mental illnesses like personality disorders are still pretty taboo and misunderstood. How can we work to break the stigma around these?
I completely agree. Taboo and stigma are inherent in these kind of more severe mental ill health conditions. So we're looking at personality disorders, bipolar disorder, psychosis, schizophrenia. When we talk around psychiatric diagnoses, when we talk about hospitals for those who are mentally unwell, when we talk about suicide, actually World Mental Health Day 2019, the theme last year was suicide, and there was a hashtag which was 40 seconds, and that's, globally someone somewhere dies by suicide every 40 seconds. That is how prevalent these things are, and it's so sad. And suicide is one of the most preventable causes of death. And we need more awareness, we need more training, we need more education to be able to kind of spot these things early in those around us, friends, family, co-workers, mental health first aid training covers personality disorders, bipolar, psychosis, schizophrenia, suicide, and it makes it more acceptable to talk about these things that we are socially awkward in talking about.
Can you recommend a resource? This could be a person, a tool, or a book, something that you've personally found really useful in supporting your own mental health and well-being.
Okay, so self-education is really, really helpful and has been for me personally. So things like NHS Mood Zone, okay, you can Google that. things like Mind UK charity. They've got a great A to Z on there, really helpful things. Personally, I like the Headspace app. You can download that and use it for free. It talks about mindfulness, which can be a bit of an overused term, but essentially focusing on the present, clearing your mind is really, really helpful. Just a final thing I'd say, Samaritans have a 24/7 helpline, okay? And also you can email them, joe@samaritans.org. Really good service, really good information on their website, but also things like the Shout text service that Prince William publicly launched in May 2019. You can text that number anytime with an immediate mental health concern, or if you're concerned about someone else. These are great resources.
Excellent, some really good advice there. Layla Fear, thank you so much. That was 5 questions in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you.